Hello, dear students. I hope all of you are fine. I, Sunil Dutt Sharma, TGT English, Kendriya Vidyalaya Masrak, welcome you all in our today's class of English, and we are going to learn voice. Dear students, when we listen to this word voice, first thing comes to our mind is what is a voice and why we need voices in grammar. Let's try to understand that. What is voice and what is the need of voice in English grammar? Dear students, voice is that form of verb which tells us about the status of subject and object in a sentence. From this definition, we learn two things. Number one, voice is form of verb. Number two, voice shows the status of subject and object in a sentence. It means voice shows whether the doer is important or the action done is important. For example, Ram killed a snake and a snake was killed by Ram. Both of these sentences are showing the same information, but the way is different. How they are showing, the way of showing that information, conveying that information is different. In first sentence, we are saying Ram killed a snake. In this sentence, we want to highlight Ram as the doer, as the killer of the snake. But in second sentence, we want to highlight the action of killing of a snake. Who killed the snake is not that much important in second sentence. Means, in first sentence, the doer is more important. But in second sentence, doer is neglected. Only the work done is more important. We are highlighting the action done, the work done. If we only say a snake was killed, that is also enough. That is also conveying the information. It means in English there are two ways of conveying the same thing. From this we come to know that in English there are two types of voices. Let's learn more about them. Active and passive voice. There are two types of voices in English. Number one, active voice. Number two, passive voice. Let's learn what is active voice and what is passive voice. First, active voice. A verb is said to be in active voice if the subject of the verb is active or performing the action. Means when the subject of the verb is acting, he is active, he is performing some action, he is doing something, then the verb is said to be in active voice. For example, Ram killed a snake. Here Ram is the subject and he performed the action of killing of a snake. So Ram is active. That's why Ram killed a snake is in active voice. Now let's learn about passive voice. A verb is said to be in passive voice if the subject of the verb is passive or receiver of the action, not the doer. Only receiver. Means the subject is passive, not doing anything. For example, a snake was killed by Ram. Here a snake is the subject of the verb and the snake did nothing. Means the snake is passive or a receiver of the action. The snake is not doing anything. That's why a snake was killed by Ram is in passive voice. The next question which comes to our mind is, can we change the voice of every verb? Dear students, we have learnt what is voice, what is the need of voice. We have learnt that there are two types of voices in English. But can we change the voice of every verb? The answer to this question is no. We cannot change the voice of every verb. For example, birds fly. We cannot change the voice of this sentence because the verb fly in this sentence is intransitive verb. There are two types of verbs in English. Number one, transitive verb, the verb which has an object, and intransitive verb, the verb without an object. And dear students, we can change the voice of only and only transitive verbs. Intransitive verbs' voice cannot be changed. Now, how we can identify whether a verb is transitive or intransitive? This is very important. From our next slide, we are going to learn the same thing. In our previous slide, we learnt about transitive and intransitive verbs. Now, let's know more about an object, or we can say how to identify whether a verb is transitive or intransitive. First question is, what is an object? An object is the receiver of the action, means who receives the action of the verb, that is known as an object. The subject is doer, verb itself is action, and the receiver of that action is object. Look at this sentence. Ramesh flies a kite. Here Ramesh is our subject, flies is our verb, and a kite is our object. Why a kite is an object? Because it is receiving the action of flying. That's why a kite is our object in this sentence. Birds fly in the sky. In this sentence, there is no object, as nothing or nobody is receiving the action of flying. How can we identify whether there is an object or not in a sentence? To answer this question, there is a simple formula, that is, use what or who after the verb and ask a question. If you get an answer, then there is an object, and if you do not get the answer of what or who, then there is no object in the sentence. Let's try to understand it with the help of these two examples. Look at the sentence, Ramesh flies a kite. If we ask, Ramesh flies what? After the verb flies, I have used what. Ramesh flies what? The answer to this question is Ramesh flies a kite. So a kite is an object because we are getting the answer of what. That's why our verb is transitive verb. Now look at the another sentence. Birds fly in the sky. If we ask, birds fly what? Or birds fly who? We do not get any sensible answer. So there is no object in this sentence. Dear students, always remember to check whether a verb is transitive or intransitive. What or who can help you very much. After the verb, use what or who. If you get a sensible answer, then definitely that is transitive verb. If you don't get any sensible answer, then definitely that is intransitive verb. Let's learn something more. Dear students, what is the biggest indicator of passive voice? Generally, active voice we can identify very easily. Our tenses, simple modals we are using, we identify them very easily that these are active voice. But what is the biggest indicator of passive voice? Dear students, be family member and verb's third form, which is known as past participle form of the verb. If these two, be family member and verb's third form, are there in a sentence, then definitely that sentence is in passive voice. But again the question is, what is be family? Dear students, be is a helping verb and it has a family, means it has 8 forms. Be, is, am, are, was, were, being, been. Total 8 members are there. With the help of this table, we are able to make the ration card or the group photo of B family members. These 8 members are very important. If you want to learn how to change active voice into passive voice, then you should remember these 8 members. Be, is, am, are, was, were, being and been. Here I want to add one thing more. Dear students, Is, am, are. These are showing present tense. Was and were. These are showing past tense. Being is showing ing, means whenever there is continuous tense you will use being. Whenever there is present tense you can go for is, am, or are. Whenever you are working with past you can think about was or were. Whenever you are dealing with modals you can think for be. And whenever you are dealing with has, have, or had, you can think for the use of been. These 8 members, along with verb's third form, past participle form of the verb, if these two are together in a sentence, then definitely that sentence is in passive voice. So always remember, dear students, be family is any one member and verb's third form. If these two are available in a sentence together, single one, no guarantee. But if both are there, then definitely that sentence will be in passive voice. 8 family members, out of these 8 any one plus verb's third form. If these two are available, that is guaranteed that that sentence will be in passive voice. Now let's learn how to change active voice into passive voice. Dear students, it's very easy. Change the subject into object. Whatever your subject is in active voice, you make it object in passive voice. Whatever is your object in active voice, that will become your subject in passive voice. And simple formula, as we have discussed, use any one be family member according to your tense or according to your need, and verb's third form, past participle form of the verb, and your passive voice is ready. It is very easy. Let's practice. If you will look at these 3 slides, this one and next 2 slides, you will learn 2 things. Number 1, tenses, structures of all the tenses, and voices also, how to change active voice into passive voice according to their tense. Ram killed a snake. Here Ram is our subject, killed is our verb, snake is our object. Ram killed what? Ram killed a snake. We are getting the answer. So we are sure that this verb is transitive verb and we can change the voice of this verb. Then next thing is change the subject into object and object into subject. Our object is a snake. Let's change it into our subject now. A snake. Then we looked at second form of the verb killed. It is clear indicator that our sentence is in past. If it is in past, we need helping verb according to past. And in be family, which we discussed, be is, am, are, was, were, being, been. From there we can take was, because snake is singular and is in past. A snake was, and third form of the verb kill is killed. And we will add preposition by, and we will make our subject of active voice now our object of passive voice. Ram killed a snake is active, and the passive voice of this sentence is a snake was killed by Ram. What we have done? We changed the subject into object, object into subject, and be family's member according to the tense, because it was past indefinite tense. That's why we have used was from be family, and third form of kill is killed. Ram killed a snake in active voice, and in passive voice a snake was killed by Ram. Next, Ram was killing a snake. When we come to this sentence, one thing is clear. In this sentence there is ing form, and in be family ing form, where it was be is, am, are, was, were, being and been. In being there is ing. So which be family member we will use? Being. Change the subject into object, object into subject, be family members, and verb's third form. Ram was killing a snake. A snake was being. Which be family member we have used? Being. Here you can say was is also be family member. But dear students, remember one thing. Be was already available in our active voice. Now when we are making passive voice, which family member of be we have added? That is being only. So we have used only one be family member from our side. Was already there. Ram was killing a snake. A snake was being killed by Ram. Next, Ram had killed a snake. As we have discussed earlier also, with has, have and had, be family member been will be used in passive voice. So, Ram had killed a snake will be changed into passive voice as a snake had been killed by Ram. And dear students, next sentence is Ram had been killing a snake. This is past perfect continuous tense. And dear students, this is not changed into passive voice. So in this way we have learnt how to change past tense active voice into passive voice. Next, after dealing with past, now we are going to learn about present. Ram kills a snake. This is active voice. How to change it into passive voice? How to change it? We will change the subject into object, object into subject, be family member and verb's third form. Ram kills a snake. Kills verb shows here that this sentence is in present tense. So, a snake is. Which be family member we have used? Is. Why? Because snake is singular. If our subject would have been plural, we had used are. But here snake is singular, so we will use is only. A snake is killed by Ram. Next, Ram is killing a snake. Change the subject into object, object into subject, be family members and verb's third form. A snake is being. We have used being because it is continuous. A snake is being and third form of verb kill is killed by Ram. Next, Ram has killed a snake. A snake has been killed by Ram. Ram has been killing a snake. Again, perfect continuous tense. Its voice cannot be changed. After dealing with past and present tense, it is time for future tense. Ram will kill a snake. Same formula. Change the subject into object, object into subject, be family member, verb's third form, and that's done. Ram will kill a snake. Our subject is Ram, object is snake, and verb is will kill. So how we will change? A snake will be. As in starting I told, in be family there are 8 members. Is MR for present, was were for past, being for continuity ing, and been with has, have and had. Then be will be used for modals. Ram will kill a snake. A snake will be killed. Which be family member we have used? Be. A snake will be killed by Ram. Next sentence, Ram will be killing a snake. Again, dear students, remember this. Future continuous tense voice from active to passive cannot be changed. Next, Ram will have killed a snake. A snake will have been killed by Ram. Last, future perfect continuous tense. Ram will have been killing a snake. Dear students, always remember, we cannot change the voice of perfect continuous tense. So, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous and future continuous tense. These 4 tenses active voice cannot be changed into passive voice. From this we came to know about something very important. Number 1, change the subject into object and object into subject. Number 2, use be family member according to your need. If you are dealing with indefinite tense or in present, then you will use is, are or am according to your subject. If you are dealing with continuous tense, whether it is in present or past or in future, you will go for being. If you are dealing with perfect tense, has, have or had or will have, shall have, then you will use been from be family. And you will always remember, we cannot change the voice of perfect continuous tense and future continuous tense. And dear students, before trying to change the voice, you will check whether your verb is transitive or intransitive. And last thing from this slide which we have learnt, when we are changing the voice, we are changing voice only. We are not changing the tense. How to understand it practically? For example, take this sentence. Ram will kill a snake. A snake will be killed by Ram. Our active voice was in present tense. And our passive voice is also in... Sorry dear students. Ram will kill a snake was in future indefinite tense. And our passive voice, a snake will be killed by Ram, is also in future indefinite tense. Means when we are changing the voice of a verb, we are not changing the tense of the verb. Voice from active to passive is changed, but its tense will be same. If it is in present tense, the active voice is in present tense, then passive voice also will be in present tense. If active voice is in future tense, passive voice also will be in future tense. If our active voice is in past tense, our passive voice also will be in past tense. While changing the voice of a verb, we are not changing the tense of a verb. Next, dear students, up to now we have learnt what is voice, its two types, what is transitive verb, what is intransitive verb, what is object, and how to change the voices of different tenses. Now it's time to learn how to change the voice of negative and interrogative sentences. Ram did not kill a snake. Its passive voice is, a snake was not killed by Ram. Dear students, our active was negative and our passive is also negative. Let's go to the next. Had Ram killed a snake? Had a snake been killed by Ram? Our active voice was interrogative and our passive voice is also interrogative. Who is killing a snake? Here we have used question word who. By whom is a snake being killed? When we are changing the active voice of interrogative, our passive voice also will be in interrogative sentence only. Why will Ram not kill a snake? Why will a snake not be killed by Ram? Dear students, always remember the same formula. Change the subject into object, object into subject, be family member and verb's third form. But you will remember the structure. If your sentence is simple sentence or affirmative sentence, you will make it affirmative. If it is negative, your passive will be negative. If your active voice is in question, then definitely your passive voice also will be a question. Are you writing a letter? Is a letter being written by you? Dear students, here you pay attention. Are you writing a letter? In this sentence, we are using are according to our subject you. When we changed it into passive, we have used is according to our subject because our subject is now a letter. That's why we have used is a letter being written by you. So dear students, from this slide it is clear, when we are changing the voice of a negative sentence, if our sentence is negative in active voice, in passive voice also it will be a negative sentence. And when our active voice is interrogative, then our passive voice also will be in interrogative structure. Next, passive of verb having two objects. Dear students, here I want to discuss about two things. Number one, that there are two types of objects in English. For example, Hari gave me a pen. Here, me is one object and a pen is another object. Dear students, when a pen is a thing, when a thing is used as object, that is known as direct object. And when a person is used as object, we call it indirect object. If a verb is having two objects, as in this sentence it is, Hari gave me a pen, then we can change the voice by two ways. Number one, a pen was given to me by Hari. Here I have used direct object as my subject. A pen. The second form is I was given a pen by Hari. Here I have made subject me, which was indirect object, that I have made our subject. So there were two objects and we were free to use anyone as our subject. That's why we can change the voice of this sentence in two ways and both are correct. But here I want to tell you, dear students, remember, grammar allows both of these. Both are correct according to grammar. But you should always try to make indirect object your subject. Means, I was given a pen by Hari is more correct. Though, if you will write your answer, any one of these, from these given answers, a pen was given to me by Hari or I was given a pen by Hari, grammar will allow. Okay, both are correct. But even after that, you should keep always in your mind that you try to make indirect object your subject. Means, as I have told you earlier, a pen, this is a thing. When a thing is used as object, that is known as direct object. And me is a person. So, it is known as indirect object. And when we are changing voice of such a verb which is having two objects, then we should remember that we should try to make our subject in passive voice indirect object. That is more correct. But if you write out of these two any one, then also that is correct. Dr. Vasisht teaches us English. Here again are two objects. One is us, another one is English. Same way we can make it passive in two ways. We are taught English by Dr. Vasishtha or English is taught to us by Dr. Vasishtha. Both are correct, but again my suggestion is you should make your subject in passive voice only indirect object. Let's learn something more. Passive of imperative sentences means, what is imperative sentence? First, let's try to understand it. Imperative means showing some command or some advice or some suggestion or some request. How we will change them from active to passive? Do it. Let it be done. We have added let, then it was our object, that we have made our subject, be family member and verbs, third form. Let it be done. Let him run a race. Now a race is our object. We have added let plus a race, be and third form of run is run by him. Let a race be run by him. This is our passive voice. Please help him. Here please is showing request. So how we will change it? You are requested to help him. R is be family and requested is third form. You are requested to help him. Keep to the left. This is advice. You are advised to keep to the left. Dear students, in this way we can change the voice of imperative sentences. Next, passive of modals followed by verbs and passive of infinitives. Dear students, have a glance. Can speak, can be spoken. Only one formula, be family member and verbs third form. With modals, which be family member is used? Be itself can be spoken. Should obey, should be obeyed. May tell, may be told. These were the passive of modals followed by verbs. Now it's time for passive of infinitives. You will have to do it. It is our object, so we will change it into our subject. It will have to be done by you. To be, we have used be family member be, and third form of do is done. It will have to be done by you. It is time to call the roll. It is time for the roll to be called. A stick is to walk with. A stick is to be walked with. In this way, dear students, we can change the active voice into passive voice of infinitives. Let's go ahead. Passive of prepositional verbs. Verbs which are having with them some preposition. For example, they spoke to him. He was spoken to. Here, dear students, remember one thing, spoke to. And we have written spoken to by them. We have not left to. We have kept to with spoken. So, dear students, that is the way to change the voice of prepositional verbs. Someone was knocking at the door. The door was being knocked at. Here, dear students, I have not written by someone. Why? Because by someone is not that much important. In passive, if it is not important, we can leave that part. Someone was knocking at the door. The door was being knocked at. Why are you laughing at the poor beggar? Laughing at, this is the prepositional verb. How we will change? Why is the poor beggar being laughed at by you? Next, prepositions other than by. Up to now, dear students, every time we were using by. But now we will learn that there are some verbs which will not take by with them. For example, he knows me. I am known to him. I am not saying I am known by him. Which preposition I have used? Known to. So these are special cases, dear students. You should pay special attention. He knows me. I am known to him. This jug contains water. Water is contained in this jug. Dear students, sorry, here only contain is typed. You add here ed also. Water is contained. CONTAINED. Sorry for this typing error. I will rectify it later, but you write only the right thing in your notebooks. Water is contained in this jug, not by this jug. Which preposition we have used? Contained in. His remarks offended me. I was offended with his remarks. Dear students, known to, contained in, offended with. And next, his behavior surprised me. I was surprised at his behavior. Next, transitive verbs passive in sense, related to your sense. The rose smells sweet. The rose is sweet when it is smelt, or you can also write the rose is sweet when smelt. The book is printing. The book is being printed. The shirt needs mending. The shirt needs to be mended. Let's learn something more, something interesting. Active voice, one must do one's duty. Passive voice is duty must be done. Police arrested the thief. The thief was arrested. Here we have not used by the police. Why? Because the work of arresting somebody is done by the police. That is understood. That's why we have left police. The thief was arrested. Sit down. Be seated. My hair needs cutting. My hair needs to be cut. May I come in? Am I allowed to come in? May you live long. It is prayed that you may live long. Thank God. God be thanked. Dear students, these were some special cases. I hope you enjoyed them and you will learn them carefully. Next, when we are changing from active voice to passive voice, dear students, there are some changes which occur in pronouns. When we are using I as our subject and in passive voice we make it our object, then I is changed into me, we is changed into us, you will remain same as it is in subjective or objective both cases. He will be changed into him, she will be changed into her, it will be as it is it, and they will be changed into them. Means the subjective case will be changed into objective case. Next, something to note. This is very important, dear students. In 99% cases, we make passive voice with the help of be family member and past participle, means verb's third form. When we use be family member and verb's third form in a sentence, then definitely that is passive voice. And we are making passive voice with the help of be family and verb's third form in 99% cases. But here are some exceptional cases. Please pay attention. I got my car serviced. Here no be family member has been used, but this sentence is in passive voice. I got my new house whitewashed. Here again, dear students, there is no be family member, but it is again in passive voice. How we can understand that it is passive voice? Dear students, I got my car serviced. It means I am not a mechanic. I got my car serviced by a mechanic only. And I have not done whitewash of my house. The whitewash of my house has been done by some painter. So dear students, here the subject I is not doing anything. The subject is passive. That's why these sentences are also in passive voice, and you should also get a clue from here that got also can work as be family in special cases only. These sentences are in passive voice. Now, dear students, the most important thing which I want to tell you now is whatever you have learnt, what is active voice, what is passive voice, what is transitive verb, what is intransitive verb, what is subject, what is object, how to change subject into object, object into subject, and how to use be family member and verb's third form. All these things you have learnt. Okay, good, very nice. But dear students, after learning these things, the most important thing is how to use them in real life. After learning voices, if you are able to use them in your daily routine, in your daily life, when you are writing some letter or article or news writing or news report, or you can call it recipe writing, then if you know where to use active voice and where to use passive voice, means if you know how to use the voices properly, then only our learning is meaningful, our learning is successful. Dear students, this page I have taken from class 9. There is a lesson in your book Beehive, lesson number 4, a truly beautiful mind. In that lesson, working with language, there is one question given, writing newspaper reports. Dear students, there are some clues or outline is given. On the basis of that outline, you are asked to write a newspaper report. And in this report, you will need both the voices, active voice as well as passive voice. Now, you try to write this report and you use both the voices properly. Then your learning will be meaningful and successful. And in the end, I want to thank Dr. S.K. Vasistha and Madam Dr. Shammi Nagpal. Both of these are great scholars and they taught me during my master degree, during my MA in English. I want to thank our Honorable Assistant Commissioner Madam Soma Ghoshji for giving me this opportunity. I would also like to thank my younger brother and colleague Mr. Jitendra Pratap Singh, JP Singh, TGT Hindi, Kendriya Vidyalaya Masrak, because he helped me in finishing these PPTs. I am also thankful to my students of Kendriya Vidyalaya Ordnance Factory, Medak, a very nice school and excellent students. And I also want to thank my students of Kendriya Vidyalaya Masrak, very nice students, as I learnt a lot from them. Last but not the least, I am also thankful to my mobile and its WPS office. Dear students, I hope all of you enjoyed this video and you have learnt voices nicely. If there is any doubt or any question in your mind related to voices, you can talk to me, you can send me message, you can ask your doubts. My WhatsApp number is given here. And last, I am S.T. Sharma, TGT English, Kendriya Vidyalaya Masrak, and my number is 9416458611. Dear students, during working hours from 9 to 2, if any doubt is there in your mind, you can message me on WhatsApp. As soon as possible, I will give you answer. I hope all of you are safe and healthy. Take care of yourself. This lockdown period is no doubt a challenge, but this is an opportunity also. You are at home, you are with your parents, you have more time to spend with books and on internet also through such PPTs and other material prepared by very good teachers. You can learn many more things. So dear students, be happy, be safe and keep learning. Thank you.